Hey everybody, Grest here. So I got the good old Wheeler trigger pull gauge out, and we're going to take a look at this trigger from Geissele. This is the Ssa-ex, which I have in my Brownell's exclusive Super Duty rifle. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so what I have here is the Ssa-ex trigger from Geissele, and this is the trigger that came actually on my Brownell's exclusive Geissele Super Duty rifle in OD green. And just so you guys can see, this guy is clear. I am working on a new project. I'm building a shorty Geissele Super Duty in desert dirt color. You guys have already seen a couple of videos about that. So the trigger I decided to go with was another one of these Ssa-ex triggers, which is the trigger that does come on the Super Duty. So that was kind of part of my reasoning behind going with this trigger again. I really do like it. I like the profile of the trigger itself. It's kind of like a cross between a flat face trigger and then a traditional bow. So called the what is called a lightning bow trigger. And yeah, it's a very nice trigger. A little bit on the pricey side, like most of your Geissele stuff. However, I did pick it up during the Labor Day sale. Picked it up from Brownell's, got it really quick. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the paper that comes with it, see what they say about the trigger. All right, so just a little bit about the trigger itself. This is the Super Semi-Automatic Enhanced Trigger, SSAE trigger. And the X designation, I believe, is because of the profile of the trigger face itself. So it says that these provide enhanced trigger control and weapon accuracy while maintaining the robustness and reliability of our combat-proven two-stage trigger. SSAE's reduced first and second stage pull weight results in a trigger with a smooth, light first stage take-up and a crisp candy cane-like second stage break. It's ideal for precision squad-designated marksman type rifles, where accuracy and reliability are critical and a non-adjustable drop-in trigger is desired. Anyways, they give you, of course, the installation instructions, and then they give you all the parts that they come with. So as far as what the trigger itself comes with, standard fare there as far as that's concerned. They always come with, of course, your trigger and hammer pins, and then, of course, your springs. And it looks like they also come with a little bit of ALG lube there as well. Always nice machine work from Geissele. Top quality parts. If you've yet to handle any Geissele parts, you're kind of missing out. I mean, I know they are, again, kind of on the pricey side, but if you can pick them up on a sale or something like that, that's a pretty ideal way to go, honestly. So let's just do a couple quick gauges of the trigger pull in this thing. Go ahead and rack this guy and set up my Wheeler trigger gauge here. So there's the first stage, and it's right about 2.5 to 3 pounds, and then it breaks. So you can see here, overall total trigger pull is about 3.5 pounds. It seemed to me that it was about 2.5 pounds for the first stage, and then another pound for the second stage. So I'll go ahead and do that again. So pretty similar, so about 3.25 pounds that time. I'll go ahead and do it one more time for good measure. That first stage is right at 2.5 pounds, and it breaks, and might be a little bit closer to 3 pounds that time. So somewhere between 3 and 3.5 pounds total trigger weight pretty sufficient to say that first stage is right about 2.5 pounds, and then additional pound for the second stage. So that's a really crisp trigger. If you're not familiar with a 2-stage trigger, the way it works is basically you're gonna have kind of a little bit of a take up there. That's your first stage, and then your second stage. So the idea is that you have a lot more trigger control, and I actually prefer a 2-stage trigger in most instances. It gives you a lot of control there, and then when you're ready to fire, it's basically no creep, no take up, just a very nice crisp break on that guy. All right, so there you have it. Another piece of the puzzle, Geissele's Ssa-ex trigger for the new Geissele Super Duty DDC build I'm working on. Okay, so I appreciate everybody watching today's video on this trigger from Geissele, the Ssa-ex trigger that I have in my Brownell's exclusive Super Duty rifle. If you're looking for anything like these triggers or other parts for your firearms, definitely check out my link tree in my description box and head over to Brownell's. They have pretty much everything you need. So any questions or comments, please put those down below. And as always, I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.